On today's update video, of course, I'm going to be talking about my price targets, but more importantly, I need to be talking about what currently is happening and what the next closest move is going to be on Bitcoin right now. So I will be discussing this, the liquidation heat map, the funding rates which are once again skyrocketing, and of course, I will be talking about altcoin season. Is it right now starting? I will be talking about this and many more important stuff on today's update video. So without any further ado, don't forget to once again slap up that like button back above 1,000 likes. That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. And I mean, clearly, if we're looking at the 1 hour time frame, we can clearly see that we're creating a massive upward sloping support line where Bitcoin already bounced for more than 3 times in a row from. And also, if we're looking at the top side, we can see that here we got 2 rejections and here another one. So basically what we're seeing right now is that Bitcoin is consolidating in this massive pattern. And yes, if you're zooming out here, you can clearly see we are just consolidating after we create a massive reversal back towards the upside. And all we need right now is some time for Bitcoin to, of course, break out of this consolidation phase. And since we create an initial move towards the upside, the likeliest direction where Bitcoin is going to be moving towards is also higher. And yes, right now, Bitcoin is indeed extremely boring. We have been sitting in this consolidation phase for a very long time right now already. And to be exact, we've been consolidating sideways for Bitcoin for over 91 days right now. And to be very honest, the longer the consolidation is going to be lasting, the bigger the breakout is going to be here. And I mean, we can already start to see the reversal in this trend what we're currently consolidating in, because clearly what we're seeing right now here is that first we created a downward sloping trend with lower lows and lower highs. And now since this low right here, we've created higher lows every single time. We've created higher highs every single time. And more importantly, we have flipped previous resistance right now clearly into support, because we retested this level twice in a row, and twice in a row as well, we bounced significantly from off this range here. So in my opinion, Bitcoin is not looking all too bad here, but what we're currently looking at and what we're just approaching is this new consolidation phase right here. And you can either approach it on the 12-hour time frame or on the 4-hourly time frame. It doesn't really matter. I do really like the pattern a little bit more in the 4 hours since it has got more touch points. And if we're going to be looking at the breakout towards the upside, a bullish breakout would take Bitcoin to approximately $75,000. And like I said many times before, guys, if Bitcoin is going to be hitting 74,000 US dollars, I'm going to be taking full take profit on my Bitcoin long position, which is currently over $150,000 in profit already. But for me, I want to be taking some profits off the table if the risk becomes too high for me to hold this position open. Even though I think Bitcoin is going to be most likely go way higher, I want to be taking some I want to be taking some profit off the table for me to lock in. And of course, once I do take that profit, I made like $300,000 or $280,000 from a 100k position. So basically what I will be doing next is, of course, once again keep that 100k to open up a new trade again here, and that is how we will keep repeating this strategy over and over again. And if you've been following the channel, you do know that I don't open up a trade every single day, but I only open up trades whenever I think that the risk is most certainly low enough for me to do so. So maybe it's going to be taking a while before I'm going to be opening up my next trade, but anyways, if I do open up my next trade, you want to be staying alert on that, because usually all the trades I take are extremely profitable because I'm always looking to extremely low risk with high return setup. So if you want to be joining me with my next trade, guys, don't forget to, of course, first of all, check out Bybit in the link description, where you can currently get, if you right now sign up an account using this link below on today's update video, get a free $200 trade. And all you need to do for that is deposit $100 in your first 7 days and sign up an account using this link below of today's video. So if you're interested in that, check it out. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you want to be staying up to date about my next trade in general. So talking more about the price targets, the bullish target is $75,000. But in case we are going to be breaking down, which is of course, always a possible scenario, we're going to be going down to 63,000 US dollars, and 63,000 US dollars is also exactly that previous range high right here in the market. So yeah, let's see how it's going to be playing out here. And to be exact, 74 to 75,000 dollars is already above the range high in the market. So while we are going to be breaking bullish, I expect that still around the all-time high, around 73.8k, which is my take profit target, we're going to be finding somewhat of resistance for Bitcoin. So this is how I'm currently approaching Bitcoin. This is what I'm currently expecting. So yeah, that is very important to understand. So funding rates remain to be high, which means that the majority of the market is a little bit more bullish right now, which I personally don't really like. But if I'm still looking at where the majority of the liquidity is being built up, we can see around $73,000 and $74,000. There's an approximately $8 to $9 billion total worth of Bitcoin short liquidations. So really, whenever Bitcoin is going to be pushing up, we're going to see a big short squeeze. And the reason why I'm still expecting Bitcoin is going to be going up is due to the fact that there's so much liquidity laying above us. So yeah, the majority of the liquidity lays above us. So I do really think that Bitcoin is going to go back towards the top side of the region. And once it does go back towards the top side of the region, we do have the chance, of course, of that massive breakout. And I do expect that the majority of the resistance is going to get found between 71.4K to 72.5K in terms of where Bitcoin is currently sitting. So very important to understand. Also, what we can currently see is that Bitcoin indeed is breaking out of the bull flag pattern. And that is, of course, quite a bullish breakout. The target is sitting around 110,000 US dollars. But of course, I want you to take this level with a grain of salt, because first we need to be breaking above the range high if Bitcoin wants to be going any higher from the current point we're sitting. And on the 4-hourly time frame, you could even approach this downward sloping resist line, which we are currently still creating, which we have still not broken above of. And I think that this is going to be one of the most important levels to be paying attention towards if we want to be seeing that continuation higher, of course, on Bitcoin. So also at the same time, we saw that yesterday we had more than $45 million worth of inflows on the spot Bitcoin ETF. And of course, if you've been following the channel, you know that in approximately 1 to 2 weeks from now on, we're going to get the spot Ethereum ETF. And I believe that the spot Ethereum ETF is going to cause a massive Ethereum, or basically not an Ethereum season, but altcoin season. So this is the chart of the Bitcoin dominance on the weekly time frame. You can see that in the last bull market, we saw a massive drop on the Bitcoin dominance. Then we rised all the way back up here. And now we create this rising wedge pattern. We had a break of structure. And now I believe a big altcoin season is once again starting, just like we saw right here. Why? It's because the money flowing from the ETF into Ethereum allows a lot of money from Ethereum, which is in the ecosystem of the altcoins, to flow to the altcoin. And that is what I think is going to be happening next year. There's going to be a lot of money flowing towards altcoins. And we can see already, I've talked about this many times before. I mean, for this coming bull run, I'm only investing in the altcoins with the narratives AI, DPIM, BRC20, meme coins, and gaming. And I mean, for example, if we're looking at the top gainers of today, these are all almost meme coins or AI or DPIM projects. So it's very interesting to see what is currently happening. But yeah, my meme coin portfolio, which I've invested more than $1 million in as well, is up very significantly today as well, which I absolutely love. So I think that really, yeah, there is going to be a big altcoin season, and the best performing altcoins are going to be these narratives. So if you want to be learning more about altcoins, make sure to follow me on my second channel, where I discuss more in-depth analysis on altcoins. So going even further towards the content, I really believe that that next move on Bitcoin is only get started once we do break above $72,000. So I'm going to be putting my close attention towards this level. We can see that clearly multiple times in a row we saw multiple rejections from of this range as well. And I believe that whenever we do break above this region, we're going to be going higher for Bitcoin. So big consolidation phase after a massive rally towards the upside. I mean, the longer we're going to consolidate, the bigger and more explosive the breakout is going to be. So make sure to prepare for that. So anyways, this is it for me in today's update video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to slap on that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.